Oh, here you want to know? Well, in fact, it's. Now, what was it? I've plumb forgotten. Welcome to the lobby. Although it looks like an arena.
This is the entrance to Blueberry Academy. Our school puts a great deal of emphasis on the art of Pokémon battling. We hold official matches on this central court right here at the entrance, and any student can freely utilize this court if it's not in use otherwise. Well, otherwise in use, whatever. I think it's safe to say that you'll be battling more here than in any other school.
Exactly. Could have said it better myself.
Director Cyrano, I think perhaps it's fine if you just leave the tour to me. Still, it's really relaxing here, with the sea breeze blowing over you. Even when no one is battling, you often see students lazing about in the stands. Oh, and there's one other quality of our school that you'll likely find very surprising. Wild Pokemon sometimes terrestrialize here.
Really? We have that back home. Yeah, see?
Oh, I suppose that's not anything special to someone from Paldea, is it?
The terrestrial phenomena was first discovered in the Paldea region after all. But we've taken things a step further than you and your Terra Orbs. We've developed some neat tech ourselves, something that lets us control the terrestrial phenomena on our own turf. I bet that piques your interest, doesn't it? Yeah?
Sir, I think it will be easier to understand how all that works after we go to the lower level. If you could put a little pin in that thought.
Always thinking ahead. That's our Lacey. Oh, you know what? I think it'd be great if the two of you had a battle.
What? Right now?
Why not? I'd like to see what Brad here is capable of. And our Lacey is a member of the Elite Four in the league club we have going here. To say nothing of the influence of her father, one of Unova Region's famed gym leaders.
Oh, so she's got a famous dad, okay.
I wonder which one it is. I bet you'll learn a thing or two.
Oh, I wish you wouldn't go around spreading personal information without asking first. It's just not right.
Give me a good show now, you two.
I'm sorry, but there's no negotiating with Director Cyrano once he gets an idea in his head. There's no way he'll move on with the tour until we give him his battle. Besides, I have to admit I'm a little excited myself at the chance to battle you. Here at Blueberry Academy, we tend to go for double battles. Let's give one a try to get to know each other a little better. I suppose I'm representing Blueberry Academy in this battle. I'll try not to disappoint.
So she's one of the Elite Four and we just like clean her clock here? what does that do for her? So let's see. She's got a famous dad who's a gym leader. I'm trying to think. She's got 2 electric Pokemon here.
Oh, would you look at that? You go right after those type weaknesses with precision, don't you?
Discharge. Figured that. Always liked double battles. What I liked about like Pokemon Coliseum and Gale of Darkness and Battle Revolution is those were primarily all like double battles. But no. That should finish you. And then the other one should be powerful enough to finish Minun.
Looks like my plus-minus strategy isn't working. Guess it's time to go all out with pure strength.
Excadrill. I used one of those. Oh, she's given up then.
Excadrill, sweetie. Let's take them to their core.
High horsepower.
Well, you beat me soundly. Spectacular! You really are quite skilled. I wish I could have seen you terrestrialize one of your Pokemon, though. I'd love to see how someone from Paldea does it. The students here at Blueberry Academy were only recently issued Terra Orbs, so I hope you'll be able to teach us more about them.
Well done to the both of you. You really battled it out Blueberry style. Speaking of style, I forgot I had a uniform for you. See, I told you. You'll feel like you fit right in as soon as you're dressing the part. Okay, at least I get to keep my hairstyle.
It suits you beautifully.
Now that's what I call fashion. Oh, and you could take this as well. Indigo style card. Okay. That should give you a few more options when you visit shops and salons and such at Paldea.
Now that you look the part, and hopefully feel it too, why don't you head into the school? You can pick where you want to go from the gates over there. Come on, I can show you the pride of Blueberry Academy, our world-famous terrarium? Terrarium? Okay, terrarium. Terrarium.
It's a fun word to say. Head to the terrarium. Take me to the terrarium. I really want to know who that girl's daddy is now. Who's your papa? Okay, so this is going to be the place where we get to see all those different Pokemon from the various regions. These artificial habitats.
This is it. The park beneath the sea that has gained renown around the world. Our very own terrarium. We may be underwater, but the projectors built into the walls and ceiling make it feel like we're actually outside, don't they? We've been able to create a comfortable environment for Pokemon through technology.
I designed all this myself, and believe me, it wasn't cheap.
Within this dome, there are 4 distinct biomes. Here we have the nice toasty subtropical savanna biome. Then off to your right, you can see the breezy tropical coastal biome.
And they are all glitching out.
Further out to your left, you'll see the craggy, crunchy, rugged canyon biome. Last but not least, way out in the distance, we have the Arctic snowy polar biome. Each biome's air, temperature, and humidity levels are regulated with the utmost care. That's why you can find completely different Pokemon species living in each area.
We sure put a lot of effort into it.
Tell me, Brad, which biome tickles your fancy off the bat?
I'll say the coastal biome.
Goodness, really? It seems you and I will get along just great then. That's my favorite too.
I bet she says that I bet she, yeah, she'll say that no matter what, I bet.
The breezy atmosphere is just so calming. If you need to heal your team while you're down here, feel free to use the self-serve healing machines we've installed around the terrarium. Now then, Director Cyrano? Can you explain to us why crystals form here, and how the wild Pokemon are able to terrestrialize?
But don't you already know that, Lacey? Oh, I get it. You want me to do the talking. In that case, let me show you. The reason is actually right above our heads. That there is the terrarium core, which presides over all that happens in the terrarium. Ooh, it contains a fluid that we've jam-packed full of special material from Paldea. It's constantly emitting terrestrial energy. That's what allows Pokemon to terrestrialize in the dome.
Wonderful. Well said, sir. That's exactly right. Though I still don't know what the special material is within the terrarium core itself. It's never been shared publicly, has it?
Oh, here you want to know? Well, in fact, it's... Now, what was it? I've plumb forgotten. Briar put all of it together, so I'm not certain myself.
That's what I thought you might say.
Bing, bong, bong, bing.
Practical battle class will commence shortly in the coastal biome. Students participating in this class should make their way to the coastal biome now.
Bong, bing, bing, bong.
Oh, it looks like you're just in time to see a class session, too. This is too good a chance to pass up. Won't you join us, Brad? You can get your first taste of our school's classes.
Of course. Oh, I see her! Look! There's Perrin!
Tee, I do love to see that sort of passion for education. I'll go ahead and register the terrarium map to your Rotom phone for you. It's fun to take a stroll through the terrarium on your own, and I think I'd be more of a hassle than anything if you had me holding your hand. So yep, that settles it. Please find your way to the class site in the coastal biome on your own.
Well, that doesn't seem like I'm needed. Well, doesn't seem like I'm needed here.
Wait, sir, you don't...
But I've made sure that a dorm room has been all set up for you, Brad, so don't forget to give it a visit later. Oh yes, and one other thing. Could you open your Pokédex app for me? Yes, sir. Could have done that when I had my phone out a minute ago. We have a Blueberry Pokédex now. Catch as many Pokemon here in the terrarium as you please. Don't be afraid to go saws buck wild. It's your student life here at Blueberry Academy, so remember to live it up to the fullest.
And there he goes. Well, you can at least count on me to be around when you need me, so there's no call for concern. It's probably time we both head to class. I'll be waiting for you to join us in the coastal biome.
There she is. All right. So, should we explore a little bit, or should we head right there for now? I want to talk to Perrin, though. I can't believe we've already met back up with her again. Look at her.
Hey, wait a minute! Don't I know you from somewhere? That's right, my old partner! How are you, partner? I mean, Brad.
Whoa, Perrin! Yeah, that was my exact reaction.
That's right, good old Perrin is still kicking around. You're doing well yourself, eh? I sure appreciated all the help you gave me back in Kitakami tracking down the Blood Moon Beast. I never thought I'd just bump into you like this. How about I teach you a new pose to celebrate?
Looking good, emote. I'm always looking good. What are you talking about?
Oh, and that's the Growlithe I entrusted to you. So you've been adventuring together, huh? Look at that Growlithe. It's your brother. I told you that you'd meet him again.
Wow!
So you're here as some sort of exchange student, huh? Nice. What a coincidence. I just started working here. As a photographer, of course.
That's great.
Yeah, it pretty much is, right? Although I'm still sort of waiting to hear if the school likes my work, to be fair.
So they haven't actually hired you yet?
They say they want snapshots of the terrarium and the students and all the upcoming marketing stuff. So, how about some photos of you? Speaking of photos, I've got a hot tip I could let you in on. But if I told you, I bet you'd just go running right off.
Oh, I bet I know.
How about this? I'll snap some candid shots of you catching tons of Pokemon in the terrarium. Don't worry, you won't even notice I'm nearby. If I make enough headway in my work by the time you register, say, 200 Pokemon in the Blueberry Pokedex, I'll share that hot tip.
Yep, I thought so. There's going to be a numerical number. There's going to be a number value stuck to that. Kind of redundant for me to say numerical number, isn't it?